Hello, in today's lesson we're going to go over Nani versus Nan, just go over the main points on it and just kind of recommendations for learning it a bit quicker. We're then going to go over what is your name and we'll also revise my name is during this. Let's go. We're not going to do the warm-up. If you'd like to do the warm-up, you can go to my website Pocket Japanese for all of my notes and to play any of the little games. Okay, the main point here, Nan versus Nani. I've seen loads of things online saying, oh, it's this, it's that, it's something to do with the first letters of each word and things like that. This is the main gist of it right here. So generally, you're going to use Nan when asking questions about quantity or number. So it's used when asking how many. So for example, Nan sai desu ka? How old are you? How many years have you got is literally what is being asked here. You're going to use Nani when asking questions about things, objects, concepts, seeking to identify or describe something. It's literally similar to asking what. For example, Nani iro, what color? Here, Nani is being used because you're asking about description. Okay, so this is actually quite hard because I don't think I've ever thought in my life, am I asking what as in how many, what age are you, like, but could that secretly be how many years old do you have or something like that? Because to be able to get this right, you need to think, how do they think about in Japanese? They don't think what age, they think how many years do you have kind of thing. That's what's going on there. It's a counter. We're going to go over counters next time. Whereas Nani is kind of literally saying, what color is it? What's this? What that is it? Having said all of that, I actually recommend just as you go along, taking note, is it Nan versus Nani? I would actually say as well, whilst we're going into this, I would say that Nani is a lot less common than Nan, I believe, just off the top of my head. It's more likely to be Nan. Nan desu ka? Nan sai desu ka? Etc. Nani iro, a bit rarer. Nani, just kind of like, what? A bit rarer. And so if you need to guess, I would guess Nan. Getting the usage of Nan versus Nani correct can be difficult. If remembering the usage is a bit difficult, hopefully as we start to study further, you'll get used to them through habit. So just as I was saying earlier, just pick them up as you go along. But if you get it wrong as a beginner, it's fine, as long as you learn. Okay, let's go over some example sentences. You're going to see how much more common Nan is than Nani here. What time is it? Nanji desu ka? What age are you? Nansai desu ka? What school grade are you? Nannensei desu ka? There's a few words in here we've not studied yet, but they're just for example. What is this? Kore wa nan desu ka? What is his name? Kare no namae wa nan desu ka? What? Nani? Just as a note as well, in this lesson, I do use a bit less rimaji. Around now is when I kind of start to phase it out. So if you need it, start learning your hiragana. If you like following along my lessons, try and get on your hiragana. Okay, what is your name? First, let's look at some related grammar. In Japanese, it's common to see o or go attached to the front of some nouns such as ocha, tea, obento, lunchbox, onamae, name. For example, tea is actually just cha. Lunchbox is just bento. Name technically is just namae. This is a grammar point we're going to study later. It's basically just for honorifics reason. When you're studying, you might see namae appear as onamae. It's basically just to show some respect. This is honorific form, horrific form. We're not going to go into it right now, but when you see these appear, that is what is happening. Don't try and do this on your own. Don't try and add or go to like some random words and hope that makes it like respectful. Only use it on words that you've seen it used on before. You cannot use onamae when referring to yourself. It's to respect other people. In Japanese, they don't like it when you kind of like big up yourself. You want to be humble, so you can't use onamae on yourself. put it here. So let's look at asking, what is your name? あなたの名前は何ですか? Or あなたのお名前は何ですか? Both are good. You technically just could say, if it's like obvious you're talking to the person, 名前は何ですか? What is your name? お名前は何ですか? Tips for asking, what is it? This won't work for all questions, but when we're looking at what is X questions, we can use the sentence structure as followed. X は何ですか? X は何ですか? Pen は何ですか? Sofa は何ですか? 本は何ですか? 猫は何ですか? What is a book? What is a cat? 犬は何ですか? What is a dog? 彼の名前は何ですか? What is his name? So let's look at the breakdown. Question. X の名前は何ですか? So 彼の名前は何ですか? Answer. X の名前はレイラです。彼の名前はミカです。彼の名前は何ですか? 彼の名前はミカです。So, what is his name? His name is Mika. I'm going to say 3 sentences, and I want you to listen to them and translate them. I'll say them twice. I'll give you about 5 seconds in total to listen to them and think of the answer. If you need longer, pause or listen to them again, and let's go. 先生の名前は何ですか? 先生の名前は何ですか? What is the teacher's name? 大学生の名前はレイラですか? 大学生の名前はレイラですか? Is the university student's name Layla? 彼の名前はミカです。彼の名前はミカです。His name is Mika. Let's do one more. 先生のお名前は山本です。先生のお名前は山本です。So, the teacher's name is Yamamoto. In one of those cases when talking about the teacher, I did not use onamawa. On the other one, I did. It's up to you. I would use the o personally just to kind of show respect, because chances are a teacher is of a higher status than you, especially if you're the student. However, your sentence is still formal if you're using desu ka, des, etc., desu ka. So don't worry if you forget it. Okay, in the comments, we're going to start a chain. I'm going to write あなたの名前は何ですか? I want you to reply, my name is blah 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 in Japanese. What is your name in Japanese? And then the next person will comment, my name is blah 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 in Japanese. What is your name? Etc, etc. So we have a long chain. This is a bit of typing practice. If you can do it with a hiragana keyboard, that would be amazing. If you don't have one, don't worry. We're going to leave it there for now. If you want to access any of these notes, you can at pocketjapanese.com. I will leave that in the description. And thank you very, very much for watching. If you did like this video, maybe consider liking and subscribing, because it really helps a small channel like mine. And I will see you next time.